sorry about the last one because of the fact that it glitched out. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait it out for a little bit. I'm open to answering any questions you may have on this live stream. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to do. I'm not going to try to share it this time just because this has been a pain in the butt for me, so I apologize in advance for how short the last live stream was for y'all. So, yeah. This might be boring. This might not be boring. I don't know. You guys can ask me about my glasses. You can ask me about my Patreon and what I'm planning to do with that. You can ask me about pretty much anything except for, honestly, my age and where I live. I'm not giving you that information. You can also ask me about any number of things here and now. So, yeah, I might sing, I might do other things while the stream is going to kill time because I don't really have anything or anyone watching right now. So, hello, and yeah, that's basically all I have to say for now. Yeah. What do I want to talk about while I wait and while I kill time for people? Because yay, I have no questions being asked. Hey! Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. But you know, whatevs. I might only go for about an hour just because if this is the rate it goes at the whole time, I'm gonna be a little depressed. 'Cause sad, depression. Yeah. I zoned. Woot. Okay, I'm zoning and it's 2 minutes into the live stream. What does that tell you about me? Probably that I'm tired. Okay, whatever. Anyway, what should I do while I do this? What to do, lassie, what to do? What to do, lassie? I might draw, or write, or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Drawing wouldn't necessarily be bad. I'm debating what to do. I'm sorry, because I don't have anybody, and I'm sad. Because no one is watching. No one's asking questions. Depression! Okay, it's not real depression. I was just hoping there would be some people coming and watching and stuff. Yeah. Of course, that probably seems stupid. Stupid! Dang it, Patty, why are you in my head? Yeah, you're just listening to me ramble right now. I guess just because there's no one here at the moment. What to do? I'm not gonna have very much to do right now, and it's kind of late, so I don't know. I might try to pull this off again tomorrow when it's earlier, too, just to say that. So I might say that this is like this might be like quote-unquote part 1, and then the next part might be part 2. I have not decided that yet. I might delete the last video just because that was a pain in the butt. I'll figure it out. hold up. Actually, since we're somewhere in my house right now, I will just do something to kind of be cute. And hopefully get my brother to let go. So, follow me, people. So original for a live stream to move around. Bud, what were you doing? Oh my goodness, Bud. Hey, Bud. Do you want to be on the live stream? Do you want to be on my live stream, Bud? Want to be on? This is my brother, Charlie. Is it okay? Okay, sorry. I should have been paying more attention. Whoops. I guess I can show you my kitty. Moody, hi! You're on YouTube. It's the Mooder Scooter. The scooter of moods. I hope it got in there. I don't know. I can't see the camera. I don't have it flipped that way. We better do this. You're going to stare at the ceiling for a minute. Yay! Woo! Yeah. This is going to be a boring stream for me, and maybe it's just because I'm not feeling very engaging. I don't know. What to do? While I kill time. I'm debating whether or not to go get my computer real quick and do some random goofy crap on there. Maybe read some fan fictions. I don't know. I'll figure. Actually, that'd be a good way to kill time. No, wait, I should dedicate actual videos to those 2 chapters of Crystallized. So if you have not watched my previous videos of Crystallized, or if you're watching this after the live stream's done, then you should watch those, because the person who does them, her name is Chocolate Cosmos on YouTube and Hibiscus Lime on DeviantArt, and she is amazing, and her storylines are awesome, and I find them very cool. But I digress. Shrug. I have no idea if anyone even cared to watch my update all the way through and actually bothered to come and watch this. Which makes me sad, but you know, But yeah, you guys saw my brother Charlie. Or, if you prefer, Nick. I should probably give each of my family members a nickname. But I already call you guys Tesla Cats. And I already call myself Nicola in here. But, you know. Ain't I tired? I am acting like a rambling fool, and I know it. Oh boy, do I know it. I knew it. I don't even know if any of my friends are going to watch, to be honest. I don't know. Oh, okay, well, maybe for right now I can talk to you guys a little bit about certain things that I actually am planning on doing on this channel, or whatever, because I don't know if anyone's going to come to watch this, or not. Uggs. Do I have to... Oh, I know how to flip the camera now. That sounds... Show live chat messages. Okay. What is this? I know, I'm goofing around. Oh, okay. This is to make things more entertaining. They have filters. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm acting like an idiot because I don't know what I'm doing. This is a bunch of other settings. There's a mute microphone and a share, but I'm not going to share because the last time I shared, it cut my live stream very, very short, and I don't want to do that again. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should talk about some things I'm going to do on the channel, and actually I should maybe even talk to you guys a little bit about myself. Well, not too much about myself, but enough about myself that I can actually have some fun while I'm doing this. For those of you who don't know or who don't watch my channel for stuff other than just videos about specific things, whether it be Hetalia, anime, or even just creepypasta, because some of you guys watch it just for the creepypastas. I know that. I can tell that. I don't even have to question that. There's no I have many questions. Just, yeah. Anyway, I'm guessing one's the likes and one's the people watching? I don't know. I'm zoning out. I'm sorry. Sorry, folks. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. I'm learning how all this stuff works, so this is me being like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? He's shiny. But yeah, I guess I could tell you a little about myself while I'm waiting for people to show up, if anyone's going to. Maybe I should start just doing, like, a once-a-week stream. Talking about myself or something along those lines. I haven't decided yet. But, yeah, so, let's talk a little about myself. Then a little bit about what is going on with the channel, I guess. Okay, so first, myself. First off, myself. I grew up moving. I moved, I think, only to 2 different schools in my lifetime. Yeah, 2 different schools. I first went to Century Oaks Elementary School, and then when I was, I don't know if it was 2nd or 3rd grade, I finished that year, whatever year I was in at the time, and I had some pretty interesting friends. I'm going to give them some names so that way no one's like, stare at the ceiling while I think. Let's just call my first friend Gamer. Let's just call one of my first major friends who was a boy who I am sort of still friends with, but we don't really talk anymore. I'll just call him Gamer Boy. But if you don't want to be in the live stream, I suggest you move a little bit away from this. Bud, if you don't want to be in the live stream, you might want to move. I figured I should let you know. Okay, sorry. Anyway, if I can English properly, that'd be great. So let's call him Gamer. Gamer1. I'll just say Gamer1, because if I'm being perfectly honest, he's not the only gamer I know in my life. Gamer1 and I were friends before we kind of got older. And we became friends at Creekside, and it wasn't until later he told me about a bunch of other stuff that happened, and how he was treated, and all that jazz. But, Gamer1 and I were friends, and whenever I chose not to do things his way, when we were younger, he would, how do I talk about this? He would get all mad at me, and he would say things, and I don't know how much he was lying about it or not, or if people were lying about him, because, you know, But, Gamer1, I'm calling him Gamer1 just because it's easier, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, but Gamer1 actually, is one of my friends now, or is closer, or nicer to me now, But when we were little, we got into... Well, I only had one really huge fight as a kid. And that one really huge fight as a kid or like one really huge fight, like in preschool, kindergarten, first grade. And that the only real huge fight I've ever had with somebody in that grade, was really kind of pointless because I got mad at him and I shook his arm and for some reason I hurt him. I think I shook his arm 3 times. So Gamer1, when we were younger, said, I'm not going to be your friend anymore unless you apologize 3 times. And I did. And although it was a little bit begrudgingly, I just did not want to stay fighting with him forever because it was just like, because when you're a little kid, any friends you get, you never want to lose. And that's true of life anyway. So when you get friends in general, it's hard to be like, oh, I don't want to be friends with this person anymore. Okay, I'm still trying to figure this all out. I'm sorry. Because it might be just that I have no viewers or I have no one on the chat. I don't know. I've been streaming for 16 minutes. I'm being too worried. Alright, so he and I have kind of stayed friends. I ran into him again, I think either middle school or high school, and we started talking again, but we didn't talk as nearly as much. I think before that, yeah, in middle school, before that, we would get together a lot, but we would bring out the worst in each other, and I think that was mostly because I was trapped inside a lot with him at the time, and we were younger, and we would be playing... let me rephrase, he would be playing video games, which is probably why I called him Gamer1, and he promised a few times that he would teach me how to play, but he never actually fully taught me how to play, so, yeah. Ding! Okay, so I guess that was like story 1. Story 2 is a bit of a short one. And it's not something I'm exactly proud of, but more that I'm shocked that I can do, and that I have done. And I think I was even more shocked then, but I'm gonna give this guy another name, because there are not too many guys that have either ticked me off, or if they have, it hasn't been to certain extremes, or hasn't resulted in the same exact reactions that I've given those first 2 stories. But this one was 4th or 5th grade. It wasn't 6th grade. Because if it was 6th grade, it could have also been 3rd grade. I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. Okay. I'm good. I'm gold. I'm set. I'm good to go. Alright. So, what do I give this boy? I mean, he went by a name, but I don't want to get flagged for that, and I don't need to start trouble. I really gotta think about this. I would have to say he was leader, fake friend number 1. Now, the reason I say he's leader, fake friend number 1 is amongst the boys that I have faced in my life, each of them has had different reactions and has treated me differently. There have been boys that are my friends that I've gone out with and I didn't want to go out with, or there were people who have been my friends that I found out would be better just being my friend versus dating me. By dating them once, though I would not regret trying one more time, but that would be my personal choice. It's late, I'm sorry folks. Anyway, so, yeah, oh my goodness, he's a motor scooter. He's gonna crawl under the bed, isn't he? Is that calling? Hi! I'm sorry guys, I'm getting sidetracked by a kitty. You saw him earlier. It is the skinny little tiger kitty. with a white face and a smudge, like he's eating chocolate. Smudgy. Anyway. I get so sidetracked, I'm sorry. Making sure, because this is my way of checking this stuff. Live chat. It's weird, because there have been times where I've gotten things on live streams where I've been a lot of people. Might have to try another stream tomorrow, see what happens with that. If I do a quick, like, hey, I'm doing a stream in like 10 minutes. Today I just didn't know how long I was going to be out of the house for, so that was why. Thinking. Okay, the reason I call him leader fake friend number 1 is because he was probably one of the only people I know at my school, and at this point, it went from Creekside to Century Oaks Elementary, and if I said Century Oaks earlier, I'm sorry, but yeah, the first boy was from Creekside. I met up with him in middle school, and then we ran into each other again in high school. We hardly ever talked at that point. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, Gamer Boy One was the first guy I talked about. Started out at Creekside. Century Oaks, there was this other boy, and the reason I call him fake friend number 1 is he was probably the only person I know in Century Oaks. Thank you, Lucy. You're welcome, Lucy. And yeah, whatever. Digression here. Focusing. Yes. Okay. So, this boy was the only boy I know that was a complete, well, not a complete jerk. He could be a jerk, but quite frankly, he treated me very terribly. And he was just one of those guys that would pretend to be my friend 1 minute, and then all of a sudden be completely against me and with everyone else the next. And this story is not one I'm proud of, nor am I proud about getting away with it. Because, quite frankly, I probably deserve to get in trouble or suspended for it. Even though, whatever. But, it's in the past. And you, my YouTube audience, will know all about it. So, Fake Friend 1, or Fake Friend, I guess, Fake Friend Leader. Let's just say Fake Friend Leader, because I think he's the only guy with a posse of other guys around him that really faked me out too much. There are some other people, but I don't really remember their names, and I don't really care, and were such a short span of time that I was friends with them that it's just, I don't care. The amount of caring since then or the amount of how much I remember it has gone from here to here. So, that's probably a good thing. But, this guy, Fake Friend Leader, the Fake Friend Leader, he apparently, ticked off one of my other friends, Daniel Gibbs. He's definitely someone you should follow. He's gonna, actually, really quick, he and I and a couple of my friends are going to be doing some make fun of play spoofs. They're not necessarily going to be for little kids, but if you're interested, subscribe to his channel. We're going to do it on his channel because I don't need any trouble on my channel, really. I mean, I'm already posting some stuff on my channel that may or may not be good for me to be posting, but I completely digress. So anyway, getting back to the fake friend thing, because I'm rambling and going in all sorts of circles, so I apologize. But, the fake friend leader guy was a complete pain in the butt. There'd be times where he would pretend to be my friend, and then times he wouldn't. But there was one time, I don't even remember entirely what happened. He got me really upset. All I remember is he got me really upset, and I was chasing him across the playground in anger. And And mind you, the way that Century Oaks Elementary is set up, where the playgrounds are, because there's this one, the way that Century Oaks is set up is you have the school on your left, or at least my left. It could be your right if you're facing the opposite direction, but I digress. Your left. You have the school on your left. You have a giant field to the left of the school. And then to the right of the school is this long span of concrete where you have a place where you can play basketball and on the asphalt and throw and shoot hoops. And then you have this grassy area with this dirt path that leads up to a hill where a bunch of leaves always fall. And on either side of this playground, you have one smaller playground where you have a slide and you can run up and down things, and there's lots of, if I can remember what it's called, that'd be great. Wood chips. You have wood chips on both, but you have wood chips, but you have lots of slides, and you can run through things and climb through tubes and everything in this one playground, which is closer to the entrance of the playground, which was not too far from my house at the time. And then all the way in the back, you had another playground with a hanging bar that you can slide across to the other side, and you could climb up on top of and stuff like that. And you have lots of platforms on that side and all that jazz. So, like I said, the school is to the left of these two playgrounds, where the kids are allowed to go out and play during elementary school. And there were several entrances into the building. There are black doors that face right directly to the outside, and then there, I think, are the special needs and or Hispanic bilingual classes or whatever. And I think those are the other entrances to the building, but they're blocked off by a brick wall. Both sides are the same way. You have a big black door or blackish brown door with a number on it, and then you have one of the walls to the building that leads all the way around to the front, and then you have another wall to the building. I guess they built it so you could be shielded off from the sun and the cold or wind if you had to be during certain times of the year. And so this guy, for some unknown reason, had really ticked me off. I forgot completely what the reason was. So I ran him into one of the areas where there were the two concrete walls and the giant black-brown doors. And I ran him over there, and I think he did try to run away from me. And although I'm not proud of it, I got so mad at him to the point where I held him by the neck to the brick wall. And mind you, I was taller than him at the time. He was this short little boy compared to me. We were in the same grade. And I, being adrenaline-filled, angry, and everything else, held him against the wall. And I distinctly remember what happened. I don't know how long I held him there. But I distinctly remembered saying, "You want to keep trying to kick me? You think that's going to work?" You know, I got really mad at him. And in the midst of holding him by the neck and him kicking at me, my arm being the perfect length, the exact length between us at the time, I remembered being, like, proud of myself for pinning this guy to the wall by the neck. But here's the other thing. You'd think, oh, a teacher came around the corner and yelled at me and got me in trouble. No. I stopped after a couple seconds because I realized I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't want to kill him or do anything, and I felt like I was being told to let him go. And it was probably a good thing that I was, because, you know, the last thing I needed was to knock this guy out from holding him there too long, or to do something stupid like kill him, when really I didn't know his life story at the time. So after that, I remember letting him go and then bolting. Not because I couldn't fight back if he started beating me up at the time, but because I didn't want to beat him up anymore. I realized what I was doing at the time. And so I started bolting across the thing like, leave me alone, leave me alone. You know, mentally I was probably thinking, leave me alone, because I didn't want to get my butt kicked. And that's one thing I will say about elementary school. Everyone always wanted you to tell them if what you were saying to their, or about them to their face, if you were mumbling it to yourself. And I made it a point, no matter how pissed I was at somebody, not to say it to their face, even when they asked me to or told me to, mostly because I didn't want to get my butt kicked, and I didn't want to get into an actual fight with people. But here's the other thing. We ran, and I ran up to a teacher finally. I finally just stopped running away and ran up to a teacher. And the teachers never knew I held him by the neck to a wall. Because that area, as I said, has 2 brick walls. So imagine this wall leads around the corner into the school. And then you have another wall that's shorter, I assume anyway, that's shorter, that blocks all sight from the door unless you're on the opposite, unless you're facing towards the wall and angled a bit and you're actually looking directly in that area. No one can see what you're doing and no one can see anything there. And so they didn't know what I'd done. And so in the end, yeah, it's saying I have a very bad connection. Yay, my connection back. Yay! Don't cut me off, you piece of crap. I'm sorry. My tablet's a pain in the butt sometimes, so yeah. Oh, yeah, so long story short, I don't think he ever approached me again or really picked on me again because I did that. And although he would never admit it to my face, this kid who had picked on me actually did show me, or did kind of show me what sort of violence I'm capable of. And there is a part of me that at the time was really proud of it. Now, I wouldn't be proud of it for shite. And that's saying a lot. But I really distinctly remember doing that. And when I've told people about it before, unless there's somebody who kind of knows me, there was another guy that I didn't like, and I could say his name, but he'd been picking on me for a long time, and I don't know what his problem was. I'm just gonna say he was, I would say he was one of the bigger bullies in my life. And I told him about that, and apparently he was still able to talk to this guy. When I told him that, he said, this guy, or leader fake friend boy, just said that I didn't do it. And of course, if you're a guy, you have pride. So the idea that a girl in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade held you, when you were shorter than them, held you by the neck, and when they were really mad at you, being willing to admit that someone did that is kind of hard. It's like a pride thing. There is no way I could have been beaten by a girl type thing. So I guess I understand where he was coming from. Plus he had a lot of home problems, so bringing that up and stuff like that, or bringing that back out of the garbage or whatever, dragging that back up, might not have been the kindest thing I could have done. And I did that as a defense mechanism at the time. Oh, and I do have a viewer. Hi. Hello, lovely viewer. Yes, hi. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Because right now, all I've been doing is rambling on, unless you're somebody I know. Oh, and you're gone. Dang it. Dag nabbit. I'm sad now. Alright, anyway. It's been going on for 35 minutes. I've been talking about life stories. 'Cause life! Yay! Yeah. I think that's the only stories I really want to talk about for this live stream. Woody, hi! He's in the corner, I'm sorry. Yeah. No questions. Yes, I'm aware I have a very bad internet connection. Sorry, I'm getting a little annoyed because my tablet tells me that every few minutes now. So yay, but luckily it doesn't do that too constantly, because otherwise I would just stop the live stream, and it would bug me. So, yeah. Should I sing some music? Nein or ja? Music. I ain't got nothing to lose by singing. I mean, I haven't had any questions. No comments, no concerns. Okay, so since I'm done telling my life stories, I am gonna say one of the reasons I got a YouTube account was so that way I could easily find videos later on. And I kept asking my parents, like, Mom, Dad, can I get a YouTube? They're like, I don't know. And when I got older, I finally did. So, yeah. And I'm not the best with posting videos every day, though. I probably should. But, I guess I could talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm planning for this channel. Since this channel's kind of a miscellaneous channel, and I don't really always know what to do for content, I want you guys to start telling me what you want me to do. I do want to do some animation videos, and I do want to do some, speed paints, but I don't have the stuff to do speed paints. Like, I don't have the, recording software to do speed paints, not even on my tablet, which I'm using for this live stream right here. But I would like to do, I would like to be able to find out what you guys want for Patreon, like if you start supporting me on my Patreon and helping me get to college and stuff like that, so I can get through, helping me pay for college so I can get through college and stuff like that. I might be able to do more animations for you. I'd like to be able to do more audio dramas, but I know right now I should probably just focus on one audio drama instead of multiple projects at a time. I am trying to do, I'm doing some voice acting. Oh, cool, people commented on Facebook. I don't care. Sorry. Notifications are a pain in my butt, man. I don't like them. Okay, anyway. I am going to continue working on that creepypasta audio drama. Now, when I do host the auditions, there are definitely going to be some OCs mixed in with the, definitely going to be some OCs mixed in with the, there are definitely going to be some OCs mixed in with the, creepypastas. So, I'll have Slenderman, I know for a fact, so far as normal creepypastas, I don't even care anymore. Like, oh no, that's an OC creepypasta. Yeah, I'm just like, stare. I'm sorry if you're a creepypasta purist. Thank you, Lucy. No problem, Lucy. I'm gonna use characters like Toby and Masky and Hoodie, and you're not stopping me. But I digress. There's definitely gonna be, like, in the second episode / the first chapter / the first episode of Pasta Forest, because the last episode was a prologue, and I guess you could say sort of like a promo episode, in which it kind of starts the story off and kind of tells you, okay, here's what the story is, here's what the story is about so far. Watch it, you know? So you have, so far, I have, in the second episode, I have my OCs. I have my OC Ace, which was in the first episode, and you'll kind of get to learn more about her in episode 2. I have my OC. I have a new OC that I'm playing around with called Annie, who is going to also be a creepypasta. And for those of you who are wondering if she's going to be a proxy, no, but her little cousin Lukey is. Just saying that now. He is going to be a proxy. I'm kind of giving that away because I don't think of that as a major plot point. I have Ace's familiar Simon, aka Wildebeest, who is also a shapeshifter, but and despite his stoic nature, he has a very goofy, wild, like, if she leaves when he says, you probably shouldn't go, and she still comes back, he usually scolds her for it. It's funny. So they have that kind of dynamic. He's like that overprotective older brother character for her, but he's also a creepypasta. And then as far as characters that actually are already creepypastas, I am going to have a Slenderman slot open, a Masky, a Hoodie. I don't know how much of Hoodie. I'm debating how much of Hoodie, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have Toby. I don't know, but I know for a fact so far that I have a line for Masky. Lukey's gonna have some lines too, but there's definitely a lot of OCs, especially at the start of this story. And I will need lots of voice actors, and I will be putting, like, okay, here's what the voice should probably sound like. But if you cannot meet these criteria for the voice, please try your best and do what you can for the voice. When I host the auditions, I am not necessarily going to have a picture, but I will have the description from the narrator, or I will put a description of what they look like in above what their character is, because I am not good with drawing things like skeletons. And characters like Ace and Simon already have pictures. Oh yeah, and I'm also gonna have Slits, who's another OC of mine, hopefully showing it up in episode 2. But there's a lot of characters that I made that are OCs that kind of follow Ace around and listen to Ace. They kind of obey Ace, I guess you could say. But yeah, so in episode 2, it's going to be a lot more of setting up the plot. Like, the plot is sort of vaguely set up in episode 1. In episode 2, I'm hoping to build upon the plot even more and kind of describe how my character lives her life after having her save Annie. And Annie's creepypasta name is Raggedy Ann. And I'm going to go into sort of how she kind of becomes Raggedy Ann more as the thing goes on. But you can probably kind of guess part of how she got the name Raggedy Ann for herself. And it looks like we are just about out of time. We have about 16 minutes left of this stream. I have gotten no questions. But don't worry, I will try to host another Q&A segment tomorrow and hopefully get more viewers, because that's what I really want, is question and answers. I want to have a question and answer segment, like a full one, and not have me just rambling the whole live stream like I have been today, but I'll post a video about that probably shortly after this one goes up. But yeah, bleh. Now we have 15 minutes. Okay, back to the point. So, Pasta Forest, I kind of have a basis for what the story is going to be in my head. I am going to be balancing. I do have now I now do have a sound editor for that, which makes me very happy because my first episode, if you guys watched it, was probably very mediocre and probably very kind of boring and stupid to you, and that's okay because it's the first episode. I could have worked on it, and I'm probably going to record all my voices in separate audio clips so I'm not blurring together characters like I think I was doing a little bit when I recorded the last episode. I already might have somebody who's playing Simon, but I'm still going to have Simon up there as an audition choice. And I'll do like a brief video explaining the auditions after we get the script fully edited. Me and this other person, because this person who's also my sound editor, I was like, hey, would you be willing to help me with editing the voice or editing the script before I do auditions, because then I have it all edited and it doesn't have to be like, oh, well, there's this and this, and there's that, and there's the other thing. Oh, this is screwed up. I should probably try to do it this way. I want it to be as crisp as possible. There is definitely a narrator to transition things because I don't necessarily always know how to transition things without a narrator. And with it being an audio drama, having a narrator isn't exactly a bad thing. It helps with advancing the plot lines and stuff like that. And for those of you who are a bit curious, I will also probably open up the floor for at least a little later on after I get some more set up and maybe add some more OCs of my own. I will open the floor up to people with creepypasta OCs on DeviantArt and other things. If you don't have a DeviantArt, don't worry, and you see this stream, that's fine. And I don't even know if you'll survive the whole stream, or if you'll even watch the whole stream after it's uploaded, but I hope you will. I really do hope you will. So with that, I will open up for creepypasta OCs to be used within the series. I'm not going to be like, oh, no, it's my series, you can't have your OCs in your hoo. I also will open it up, like, I'll do, like, maybe a separate update video kind of explaining that after I get my official design for my YouTube channel. My official design slash, if I can English, my official design slash icon for this channel up. I don't know. It might be before that because me being me, I don't know how soon I'll put the audition video up. But when I start going to college and when I start having to get the money together for college, I will also, the uploads will probably slow down more. I was trying to put a video up every day, and that I kind of forgot after a while. I'll try to start doing that again soon, but, you know, that's a thing. But yeah, with the Pasta Forest thing, again, it's a creepypasta audio drama. I'll open up the floor to all sorts of things. I'll open up to your OCs being in there. And I will also open up, like, if you have an OC you want to be used, feel free to send it to me. That's up to you. But there's also the other thing of, with the whole OC thing, if I open up the floor to animators and letting people animate this audio drama, then I'm probably gonna have to say I'm gonna probably be like, hey, you should probably ask this person, and other so-and-so, la la la, if you can use their OCs and stuff like that. So that's a thing. But I digress, and I think I'm going to end this stream a little early because, you know, there hasn't really been anything. And this has become more like a glorified update / me talking about my life / whatever. It really isn't a Q&A session anymore. Tried to make it a Q&A session, but there really wasn't anyone asking questions. So, I'll talk to you Tesla Cats later. And if you even bother to watch this later, remember to keep on keeping on, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to post a video like saying, hey, this is when my next update, or this is what, I'm going to try to host another Q&A, say tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.